guys, welcome back to the Crafty Maven Getaway. Hopefully you are doing well today on this fine Monday. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and enjoyed yourself and got some things accomplished, some crafty things, some things around the house, whatever you normally like to do on the weekends. I hope you were able to do that. Today I am going to be using some things way back in my stash, and first I'm going to be doing a little bit mixed media on this page. The paper I'm using is a smooth cardstock from Basil. It was called Coconut Cream, maybe? I know it's coconut something. I can't quite remember the full name of it, but it is a smooth cardstock. And then I am using some Dina Wakley clear gesso, and this gesso is amazing. It is the best gesso that I've ever used. It goes on so smooth, and I absolutely love it. I don't really like the gritty gesso, so I highly recommend the Dina Wakley gesso if you like that really smooth look. Also, I like the clear gesso because I'm using white cardstock, and sometimes with the white cardstock, it's a bit of a tinge of yellow or cream to it. What I'm doing now is I'm taking some Mr. Huey's spray, and I am using the packaging technique and then using a little bit of splattering and then wiping that up with a paper towel. And the cool thing when you use a paper towel, it also puts kind of a texture on the spray that you put down or the coloring you put down. So definitely try that out. If you have those paper towels that have kind of the different patterns and things, you can also play with that as well. Like if they have florals or squares or things like that, sometimes you can really get some cool texture using a paper towel. With this, I'm kind of more just blotting it up so it's not giving as much texture, but does add a little bit to the background. Now I'm going to be using one of these shimmers paints here. You just add a little bit of water to the paint and then you swish it around and then it makes it all liquid, and you can put that on the page, and it has a really cool, nice shimmer to it. It's not real sparkly, it's just more of a shine or a shimmer. I'm going to add a little bit of extra water with it and then splatter some down, and then I just keep adding color until I'm happy with it, and I will add some more green here in just a second. And again, like I said, I just kind of do this until I'm satisfied with what it looks like, and I keep replacing the picture to make sure that I'm putting the colors where I want it and I have enough color on the background. Sometimes if I don't put the picture down, I tend to make the color too small, and then it gets covered up by the different layers and things. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to trim around all the edges of this paper, and then I'm going to back it with this awesome striped paper. It has a bit of a creamy tinge to the white stripes, and then it's black. And on the back it has some numbers, and you'll see that in a little bit when I mat my photo. So I'm just matting that down just about, I think it's about 1/4 of an inch all the way around the edge, just because I really like how that kind of brings your eye into the center of the page. That's that paper I was talking about. It has the numbers on the other side of the stripes. And I'm just going to mat my photo on this paper. This is a picture of my newest kitten. His name is Sid or Sidney, and he also goes by Kitten. I call him that all the time, and I think he probably comes to that more than he comes to his actual name. And it's very cute because he really, really listens to his name and really comes when you call him, so it's really fun. So I'm just going to be adding several layers onto this piece of paper, the photo. I'm going to do some tissue paper layers. I'm going to use the green polka dot, the black numbers, and then that pink that you see there. So it's just going to be very simple layers, but I am going to do quite a bit of layering because I do like the look of that, but nothing fancy. I'm not going to make them off kilter or anything like that. It's just going to be the nice squared off edges and just even all the way around all 4 sides. So I'm using my Tim Holtz ruler. I like this ruler because it has more of a sharper edge and then the more rounded edge where you can do your cutting with the X-Acto knife. And I like the sharper edge for tearing paper. It just gives it a little bit extra texture instead of being the paper trimmer that gives it a nice clean edge. It's just a little bit something different, and I do like the look of this. So I like to use my ruler here and there. For the final layer, I'm going to add this pink paper here once I get done trimming off some extra green paper. And this pink paper is really pretty. It's got a very pretty linen texture to it, and I almost didn't use it. I liked it so much, I almost thought about using it as a background for something else, but I really thought it was going to work well. The pink was the perfect color for the chipboard embellishments I'm going to be using here soon, so you'll see that here in a minute. But either way, all of these papers that I'm using today have been in my stash for who knows how long. That green polka dot paper is from a Stampin' Up! Collection. It was a paper pack with a bunch of different colored papers with all polka dots. The pink paper that I'm cutting right now, I don't remember the brand, but I'm pretty sure I got it from a local scrapbooking store that's been out of business for probably about ooh, 9, 10 years already. So it's been quite some time. And then the striped paper or the numbered paper, I don't even remember where I got that from, but I absolutely love it. I can't believe it's been sitting in my stash and I forgot all about it. I would have used it probably way more times than I have. I am going to add a little bit of dimension to this because I am going to tuck some chipboard in around the edges. So I'm just going to use this fun foam, and I'm going to add a little bit of my ATG tape to it, and then also some liquid adhesive just to make sure it really sticks to the back of the photo. And then here are the embellishments I'm going to be using. These are from My Mind's Eye, and they are not quite as old as the paper that I've used in the layout, but they have been in my stash for a while. I think I've used most of them just in Project Life layouts, but nothing on a scrapbook page. So I really wanted to kind of use up quite a few of these chipboard elements on this photo. And I thought the colors that I picked out from the paper in my stash worked really well with the colors on the chipboard. So the chipboard was pretty much my inspiration, and I kind of went from there. Now I'm just kind of going around trying to figure out where I want to put what things. And I didn't really mention earlier, but the inspiration piece, what I really took from the inspiration piece is that limey green color. I think the inspiration piece is a little bit more of a Kelly green, but I don't know, that what I saw from the inspiration piece, it reminded me of that limey green that I had in my stash, and actually these chipboard pieces that have some of the lime green too. And that's why I decided to do this layout. And I'm just kind of playing around, picking up things off the chipboard sheet, putting them down, seeing if they look good. And if I don't, I just kind of pop them back in place. And I want to make sure I have a little bit of smattering of color from one side to the other. And I'm kind of making this a bit of a diagonal layout, not a ton, but just a little bit of a diagonal to bring your eye across the page. So you'll see that I'll add a couple more chipboard pieces in the top left. And then once I get the chipboard kind of where I want it, I will come back and I'm going to add some sequins to just accentuate that kind of diagonal shape. So here you can see me adding the sequins now. And these are just black sequins. I think I got them from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around the page. At first I put quite a few down, and then I decided that was just too much, and I pull up a few, and then I am going to add some littler black spots with some Heidi Swap black Heidi Shine, or Heidi Swap Color Shine. And you'll see me do that here in just a little bit. Once I get all of these little guys glued on, I will do the Heidi Shine. And really, I should have waited till the end because I did smear a couple of these black dots. It seems like the black always streaks worse, and it takes forever to dry. I don't know why the black is like that. I don't seem to have the problem with some of the other colors, but it was only in one little place, and it wasn't terrible, and you know, people are pretty much not going to ever notice it. Once I get the splatters down, I am going to use some, what is it, American Crafts Remark stickers, and they are little smaller chipboard stickers. They're kind of like stickers, but a little bit tinier. You can see here, I got them from Michael's, and they weren't very expensive, and I used my 40% off coupon for them. But I like them because they just added a little bit of a glitter to the layout. While I'm putting that down, I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on the Crafty Maven. Hope you are checking out our Facebook page and our Instagram to see what we're up to on a daily basis and see how you can play along with the different layouts and things. We have lots of things to choose from as far as inspiration pieces and different layouts and different styles. So you can definitely check out your favorite YouTuber and see what styles you like best, and definitely scraplift us, because we'd love to see what you guys are doing. And make sure you post them on the Facebook page and on Instagram, and add the hashtag Crafty Maven Getaway channel so that we can see what you've made. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and have a great day. Bye guys.